Hi, I'm Lexi, and you're listening to Look It with Lexi. My podcast focuses on people who are working extremely hard and doing extraordinary things. Today's guest is Makayla Armstead. Makayla is a recent graduate of Alpena High School and in a few short years has received an associate's degree, started her own business, and became graphic designer for Alpena Marc and continues to dance and choreograph classes at the dance center. So you're doing a lot.
Yes.
Let's start with dance. How old were you when you started dancing?
Yeah, I think I was 4 years old when I started dancing. I started dancing downstate at a small studio right next to my house, and my first dance was tap.
Ooh.
Yes, tap.
So
I was
how
a little
many-
bumblebee.
My first year I was a ladybug.
Oh,
I feel like
it must be
everyone
a trend.
starts I was like an insect.
Yeah.
How many years have you danced for?
I would say 17 years.
Ooh.
I sound so old. But yeah, I started dancing competitively not until I think 2016. But yeah,
okay.
it's been a long time.
When did you start choreographing dances?
I started choreographing, I think beginning or end of 2022, and it was your class I first started choreographing for, and it was a contemporary dance for our recitals. So I started with that. And then the next year, I did a competitive dance along with a couple others in the recital. And then this year, I had 2 competitive dances and then 7 recital dances. So
that's so exciting.
yeah, I love it. It's so much fun.
For a while, you were thinking about going to school for dance. What kind of made you change your mind?
Yeah, so I would say throughout my whole entire high school career, I was like back and forth between graphic design and dance a lot. And at one point senior year, I kind of was like, I think I'm gonna major in dance, minor in graphic design, so I could have kind of both of it. And yeah, I auditioned for a lot of schools. I got in. I even got some dance scholarships, which was really awesome. But at the time in my life, I was going through a lot of mental issues, and it just wasn't the right time to leave yet. I just wasn't feeling ready. I wasn't feeling comfortable. And then I had to really think about what I wanted to do career-wise. And dance, the field of dance, it's very, you have to be in the right location. And up north, that's just not ideal. And I do not plan on leaving. Like, I love up north Michigan. So I really had to face that and just realize, okay, maybe dance isn't for me.
Yeah.
Though I loved it. It was something that was really hard to let go of. But, I'm still teaching and choreographing, and that's a way, to keep that passion alive still, while still doing graphic design here in Alpena. So, yeah, I'd say like that's what changed my mind. But it was hard, but the opportunity arose from it, and I'm happy with what I did for sure.
I'm definitely glad you stuck around because I love having you around.
Me too. It's like my favorite to, end the day dancing. It's great.
Like calming.
Yeah, for sure.
So how was the transition from dancer to teacher? Was it hard?
Oh my gosh, yes. It still kind of is because, last year more than now, but some of the seniors I danced with for like a year. Like my senior year, I danced with some of them when they were like in 8th grade. And it was just one dance, but we were all still going to the same competitions. We went to the same recital, and we were seeing each other like every week still. So to be their teacher now, it's a lot different. It's a little hard though. Sometimes I find myself wanting to be their friend, and which is great. I love having that connection, but sometimes I need to put my teacher hat on and get things done. And so it's definitely a little hard, but I'm still learning from it, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I love being with all the girls. They're the best. Yeah.
We're recently in the Nutcracker, so you continue to dance. How was that experience?
Oh, it was so much fun. So the Nutcracker production, it's all ages. So Miss Christine was like, "Are you gonna do it?" And I was like, yes, I'm gonna do it. And I was even determined to go on point. And
I remember you're like, no.
Because I haven't done it since my senior year, and I graduated in 2022. So it's a long time. But last year I did a couple of the point classes, and my toenails just didn't like that. So,
oh my gosh.
And being on point isn't mandatory for the Nutcracker. So I was like, I'm just going to do it. It was so much fun. My first year I did it, I was a snowflake.
Yeah.
And then this year I was Snow Queen.
I thought that was so cute. Like my mom showed me a picture. I was like, oh my gosh, that's literally so cool.
Yes. And just like seeing how old I am now, and it was just it was amazing. And to be in like that dance setting again. I dance by myself when I can, like whenever I have time, I'll dance. But it's just so much different being like in the atmosphere with other people, other dancers who want to be there, want to perform, and to just like have that feeling again. Because it's been so long for me. So to be like a student again. And kind of, take away the teacher aspect of it. Yeah. It was really awesome.
The Nutcracker was so fun. Yeah. That was my favorite thing ever.
I know. And it went by so fast. We did 3 shows and it flew by.
I know. We were all like just sitting backstage and we're like, wait, this is the last one.
Like, no, I'm not ready yet. No.
Yeah. So what are your plans to continue with dance?
Yeah, so I'm just teaching and choreographing at the dance center. Whatever Miss Christine throws at me, I'm ready to take it on. It's something I never want to let go. It's a great little side gig aside from my full-time job, and to be with great people, and to keep that passion alive for dance. So
definitely.
Yeah, just continuing that for sure.
So you recently started your own small business called Makayla Armstead Designs. Yes. Tell us how you kind of got that started and what made you want to start it.
Yes, I think it was my freshman year. I digitally drew my dogs, and then I printed it out on a canvas, and I gave it to my mom and my stepdad for Christmas. And they were like, you should like do this for people and sell it. And I was like, I think I'm going to do that. So it's kind of where it started. I did a lot of portraits, a lot of like pet portraits, family portraits. And then I would start selling them. And from there, it just like, it took off. I did a lot of writing, calligraphy for people. Now I'm doing doormats where I just paint doormats. I have like a list of doormats I'll release like during the holiday seasons. Or just custom doormats. And I also just painted my first pair of shoes, which was pretty fun. And then I was in the graphic design program at ACC here. So I have been doing a lot of logos for people in the community. So definitely just a very broad, thing, which is what I love. I love being able to like dip my toes into like every area.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah, for sure.
You received the Sawyer Boyd grant, so kind of tell us about that.
So I applied for the grant. I came across the Sunset Project, which is who funded the grant. And they are a nonprofit organization that specializes and raises awareness for mental health. So they offer so much to our community. And on the Sawyer Boyd grant, it was named after a late friend of theirs who took his own life, and they wanted to do this in honor of him. And to my understanding, he was a very creative person, extremely talented. So, they wanted to share this, to express like the person he was. And the grant, it gives people who, who have creative endeavors or want to become, take the next step in their creative process, but they may not necessarily have the funds for it. So they give the funds for that. What I wanted, I didn't like for graphic design. Technology is pretty crucial. I'd say like having the up-to-date software, the right computers, like it's pretty crucial. So I was able to receive 2 new monitors. I didn't have a space really to work. So I got a desk. They helped paid for some of my graphic design school. They gave me an Amazon gift card for whatever other little things I need, like USB drives, little things like that. And now I have like my own space to work and to be creative with. And I know someone got a new camera with their grant. Someone got a MacBook. So whatever it is that they needed help with, they gave you that. And they're just really amazing people.
That's awesome.
And they also help like your name get out there, in the community for whatever people may need. So
that's super cool.
It's amazing.
What are you currently working on?
I would say my doormats. They kind of took over a lot. I didn't really expect them to, but I love it. I think it's so fun. It's super calming. On my Instagram, I post like a lot of reels, like Instagram reels. And I love doing that, like to see the process of it and stuff. But I'd say that takes up most of my time right now. And a lot of choreographing, I know that's not a part of my design business, but it's another side hustle. But yeah, that takes up a lot of time too. But
I just saw like your Valentine's Day like designs. I was like, those are so cute.
Yeah, I love it. It's so fun. My favorite so far was the Christmas mats.
Yes,
for
those
sure.
were so cute. And then didn't you like do the Nutcracker, like one of the logos for the shirt?
Oh yes, yeah. I just for the Nutcracker I did the poster, and then I did all of like the shirt designs, including like the embroidery designs too. So
Ooh, yes, I love those.
yeah, it was so fun. Yeah.
So you have a graphic design degree that you recently finished. You're obviously super busy. So what are your next steps?
Yeah, so I am full time with Alpena Marc LLC. I like to think of it, it's pretty much a business umbrella with a bunch of companies underneath, and I am the graphic designer for everything underneath it. So that includes like the Sanctuary Cinema in town, Glass Bottom Bow, BQ Manufacturing, the Fletcher Depot. There's several others, but whatever they need design wise, that is what I do for them. Logos, design, I do signage, some vinyl. So that's kind of what I offer for them. And that's how I plan to use my degree. And yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah.
So not only is like my personal business very broad, but so is like my day job, which is amazing. And I love being a part of their team. It's really fun.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go into some fun questions.
Okay.
So what's your favorite style of dance?
I would say a mix between modern and jazz funk. The jazz dance that you guys are doing, the Let's Go Back, I think that's what the song's called. It's by this group called Jungle, and all of their music videos are all dance, all of them. And it's the same dancers every single music video. But it's by this one choreographer, his name's Shay. He's from Amsterdam, but you need to watch their videos because that dance, that style of dance is my favorite. And it's not even like a style. Like he says that he just listens to the music and he just does it. And it's so infectious. I love it. It's amazing. So if I had to pick, I would choose his style, whatever that is. It's amazing.
His style.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. It's very awesome.
What are some of your other hobbies?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Whenever I have time, I have a Peloton at home. Ooh. So I've been really into like, I don't know, like just wellness, whether it be like mental or physical. They have meditating on there and I really like it. It feels a little funny at first.
Yeah, sometimes we'll like do meditating class. I'm like,
yeah, like is everyone looking at me?
Are we actually closing our eyes?
And it's like the ones I do are like 10 minutes long. And you're just like, I like open my eyes sometimes.
Make sure no one's here.
Yeah, but like after a while, I really, really like it. And then they also have like strength, cardio, yoga. They just have so much. So I really like doing that in my free time. And then I also really like to just spend time with my family, my friends, my boyfriend. I like to surround myself with those people. I'm very close with my family. So whenever I get the chance, I'll spend time with them for sure.
So you used to work at Dairy Queen where I was your favorite customer.
Yes, that was my first job was Dairy Queen. Yeah.
So what's your favorite ice cream?
From Dairy Queen?
It can be anywhere. But
anywhere? Okay, so my favorite ice cream is mint mousse tracks. I've always loved mint. When I worked at Dairy Queen, my take home, because when you work at Dairy Queen, you can make whatever you want, like anything. So they had this graham base that they would put in like all of their like November treats. And then I'd put cookie dough in there and make it as a blizzard. It was a fan favorite. I'd say everyone like loved that.
Sounds good.
It was very good.
Ice cream.
I know. I honestly might go get some after this.
We have to. Is there anyone who inspired you to work hard?
Oh yeah, totally my parents. Like I give it up to them for sure. From day one, like I grew up doing sports and like I feel like that's kind of where it started and then just grew into extracurricular activities and then to now like they always push me to have that drive. And I'd say my boyfriend too, he is one of the most determined people I know. Like we started dating when we were like 14 years old and ever since then like he's been so determined and I strive to be like that too. But yeah, my family in Austin are that's very hardworking people and I look up to them a lot for sure.
That's so awesome. Yeah. Makayla also likes motocross. So who's your favorite racer?
Yes. So I haven't been to a race in a really long time, but my favorite racer was Adam Cincerulo. And I just had a crush on him. I think that's what it was.
It's just like a girl thing. Like your favorite racer always starts from a crush.
It must be, because in 4th grade, I used to go to races, and I did a school project on him, and I think I can remember, like, his favorite dessert was like cupcakes or something. Like, I remember it 100%. But yeah, he was my favorite for sure.
It's like crazy that he retired and now he's like announcing the races.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
So like I'll be watching the races. I was like, wait, are you supposed to be out on the track?
Right.
Like,
Well, and like he started really young, right?
Yeah.
So how old is he now?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's just like weird to see him like announcing. It's like, shouldn't you be out on the track? Like, what are you doing out here? Lastly, what advice would you give someone trying to reach their goals?
I would say definitely surround yourself with good people and use them as a resource. When you're trying to reach your goals, it's easier to be negative than to be positive. I think everyone can say that. So, going through those negative patches or whatever, make sure you're using those people, whether it be your mom, your dad, your teacher, your coach, your teammates, grandma, grandpa, siblings, whoever, because you aren't alone at all. And I think also a good thing to remember is that it's everyone's first time at life. So if you make a mistake, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And that's coming from me, who is very type A. Like, I used to be really type A. One mistake, and I was like, oh no, it's the end of the world. But, when you're trying to reach big goals, that's going to happen. Yeah. And it almost has to happen because you grow from it, and it's one step closer. So I think I would say that. That was a lot, but
that was good. No, that was good. Thank you so much for being here, Makayla. And if you know anyone in your community who's working hard and deserves the recognition, send me a DM at L.U.C. Unlimited Apparel on Instagram. Thank you for listening to L.U.C. It with Lexi.